Hi and welcome to the sixth and final video in the Stop the Flitter mini-series. So this one I just want to give you a brief sort of overview and tips on how to get the most out of the spring into action section. So this is where I've pulled together some of the key things from sort of the motivational work that I do and pulled it together so that you can start to take some of those bigger goals that you've got, those bigger plans of things that you want to get done this year and break them down, because so often the biggest mistake that people make is that they don't kind of really break down their goals into all the different things that need doing, and often they're the things that then send us off track. So this is to help you break it down, be realistic around everything that needs doing for that plan and that goal, and putting it into the context of everything else that's going on for you in your life right now. So let's get sprung into action. So what are we talking about with action? Well, this is where you really start to take those ideas. So right back at the start, we were looking at the Ode to Dream section. So action is really where you make that dream a reality. So rather than it just being something that you put down on a list of things that you wish to do, making a plan and actually doing it, this is where you need to kind of act on the stuff. So how do you do that? Well, I'm just going to move that down out of the way. This is where we take your kind of dream and your plan and make it a reality. So some of the things that these kind of are the key things, and I'm not going to go into loads of detail because each box on here I could talk to you about for ages. So first thing you need to do is get really clear on what your goal is. Top tips around this are: make sure that it is really clear what you are doing. You need to know when you have achieved it. So it can't be something really waffly that's a bit ambivalent and a bit unclear. You need to be able to say, yes, I've done it, or no, I haven't. And next tip, make sure that you write it in a positive language. So this isn't about, I don't want to do this anymore. You want to be, I am going to do. So make sure that it's written in a positive way, because that has an impact on how you feel about it. Once you know what it is you're doing and kind of being really specific and clear around that, then need to look at when you want to achieve it by. Because if you leave it with no end date, that's where you start doing the whole, oh well, I'll start tomorrow, oh well, I'll start on Monday, oh well, I'll do it next time. So put your money where your mouth is and put a date on it. Make sure it's realistic though. So go and have a look at one of your monthly plan sections and look at all the different aspects of your life. What's happening in those areas? What else is going on that might impact on this? And then set yourself a date. And then this is the next box, and you might find that you need to spill over into a couple of plans to reality to make this to kind of give yourself enough space. I want you to then really think about every single step that needs to be taken. And some of these are almost like pre-steps, if you like. They may be researching something, they might be needing to find out some more information about something. But every single step, no matter how silly it feels writing it down, write it down. Because going back to what I said in one of the earlier videos, our brains really love it when we can tick it off and we've done it. So anything that you're going to have to do, write it down so you can tick it off. Each time you do that, you are putting like you're just really boosting your motivation and you're more likely to get on and do the next steps. And give yourself a deadline for each single step you're going to do. Allocate when you're going to do it, and how you're going to know when you've done it. So what is it? What's the evidence going to be that you've done it? And then give yourself a big tick, I've done it, I've achieved it. So do that for each thing. The only bit that I haven't mentioned on here is, do you need some help? Who's going to help you? What help do you need? What support are you going to have along the way? Maybe who's going to keep you accountable? Do you need some specialist support along the way? And you've got plenty of room down here in your notes to be able to write that, and just other things that crop up along the way. So hope that's helpful. If you want to know more around kind of motivation and goal setting, come and have a look over on my blog, because there's loads of blogs on there, and different kind of resources I can share with you to help you along the way. And that's it for now. Take care. Bye.